another game where knowledge is king and Lady Luck is free.
Live from the 8-Bit studio in Brisbane, Australia, it's the internet's most exciting half hour of video game trivia. Welcome to the Hungry Game Show. And now, your humble host, Brandon White.
Chuck Fresh, thank you for that fantastic introduction as always. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, everyone out there in the 8-Bit Nation. This is the third episode of the Hungry Game Show. Our competitor today will be going up against one of Hideo Kojima's greatest entries into the Metal Gear franchise. This is the fifth entry into said Metal Gear franchise. We're talking about none other than Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. It was originally launched on the PlayStation 2 and eventually made its way to the PS Vita, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. The franchise as a whole has sold 55 million units worldwide, and it is one of the pioneers of the stealth genre. Now tackling this mission is none other than Australia's golden boy, the Espresso Martini Assassin, Western Bulldog superfan who can be found at Kruse_mate. Mr. Jack Kruse, welcome to the Hungry HQ, mate. How you doing?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm good, my friend. Very good. Very excited. A little bit nervous. I listened to the previous entries, and I've got a bit to live up to. With not so much Dream, because he kind of fell apart in the rapid fire. He got off to a good start. I was listening.
100%. And that's typical Dream fashion right there. He sort of starts well, gets a little bit of eagerness and cockiness behind himself, and then sort of falls apart at the finish line. But I guess that's one of his endearing traits. Still,
that's why we love him. That
sort of brashness and overconfidence. But yeah, so the runnings, like, you are the third person up here at the Hungry Game Show. As it stands right now, Dream is in last place with 21 out of 40, or 53%. And then Miss Ali Hart came in at 30 out of 40, so 75% accuracy on her knowledge with Senran Kagura.
It's going to take some beating.
Yeah, you got to get higher than 75% to take the top prize at the moment on the leaderboard. Okay. So, yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, this was your game of choice. Did you want to sort of give us a bit of an understanding of why you picked this, maybe some memories and touchstones on this game?
Yeah. I'm a massive Metal Gear fan, as a lot of people are. Like, I love the first entry, love the second game, and this game came out, and like I was like super pumped for it because I loved Metal Gear Solid 2. I played Metal Gear Solid 2 before playing the original back in the day, but I played them both, and Metal Gear Solid 3 was coming out, and this was before like video game internet, like proper, where like I was reading IGN articles and stuff like that every day. Like, that didn't exist back then, so I had no idea what this game was when it came out. And then it came out and it was like you're playing as Naked Snake, or who would eventually be Big Boss. I was blown away, and I was just blown away by the story, the gameplay, just every aspect of it. I've replayed this game, I don't know, probably 10 times over the journey. I just love it. I just think it's one of the greatest games of all time. It's my favorite game of all time. It's just a special game. It's just masterfully put together. It's a great story. It's not as, like, people give Metal Gear as a franchise shit because the story is like wackadoo all over the place. And I feel like of all of the games in all of the series, this is a game with probably the most coherent story from like start to finish. Like, even like the wackadoo bits with like the secret society and the fucking patriots and lolly lule lo and all this fucking weird shit, it still all makes sense at the end. And there's some twists and turns and things, and it keeps you guessing right to the final sort of scene. So yeah, I just love it. I love it so much,
mate. I think you've sold it for sure. Like, it is one of the gems in the Metal Gear Solid franchise, and I agree with you. It is the most probably coherent and linear from a story perspective to sort of be able to wrap your head around it.
Yeah.
There is still a few interesting or fantasy elements that you encounter as you do in this franchise. But yeah, I loved playing this way back on the PS2.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be my favorite. I don't really know what I'd classify as my favorite now I think about it though. So maybe it is up there, like, upon reflection. Like, it is a gem, and just sort of, I guess, taking it into like way back when, setting it sort of 30 odd years back from the previous stories, and just that whole vibe back then, and being like a man out in the wilderness. I thought that was really cool, and it sort of put the previous formula on its head, which is awesome. So I'm excited to see how you fare with this trivia, because it already seems like you're a bit of a MGS3 Snake Eater savant.
I think so. I think I am.
We'll see how we go.
I guess we'll see.
As I said, you've just got to beat 21 out of 40. You just got to get more than 53% to have that over Dream, the self-proclaimed king of Iron Fist.
I've got to beat Ali, because if you're not first, you're last, Brendan. So
that's true.
I'm here to take the dub. I'm here to take the W.
All right, well, to help you along this journey for the W, you do have 2 lifelines at your disposal. Obviously, bear in mind using these lifelines do limit you to a maximum of 1 point awarded. So for the way this show works is we've got multiple choice questions to start with, where you can get 2 points for a correct answer. And if you use the lifeline, it cuts that down to 1. Yeah, and then we've got a rapid fire round at the back end where each correct answer gets you 1 point. But the two lifelines you do have at your disposal. The first one is Phone My Friend.
Yes.
Where I'm going
Phone
to call
your friend,
a random
not my
person.
friend.
Yeah, this is my friend. You may or may not know them. This could be someone completely outside of your orbit. But I'm going to call a random person from my contacts list and ask for support and assistance for you. Obviously, that support and assistance may or may not vary. I cannot guarantee they even know the game, let alone have played it. So is a little bit of Russian roulette, but as we saw in episode 2 with Matty Stallone, he actually got the correct answer from his heart. So there is some positives to this. So
hopefully you call someone who's played a bit of Metal Gear. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to help Dream out with his question.
Yep, you did misfire on the Negan saying you need to wear your shitting pants for the match.
Yeah,
but that's all right. Big Boy Pants was still a good college try. And the second lifeline you have at your disposal is 50-50. It's probably
pretty
fairly
standard.
Self-explanatory. Yep. So I'd recommend utilizing this in the multiple choice rounds because it's pretty much moot in the rapid fire.
Gotcha.
But it's going to take the 4 potential right or wrong answers down to 2 to give you that 50% coin toss as opposed to 25%.
Gotcha.
Have you got any other questions, comments, or concerns before we start up episode 3 of the Hungry Game Show?
I'm ready to rock, my friend. Let's do it. Let's get it underway.
You're ready to rock? All right, let's start it off with some good music. All right, question 1. How did Snake lose his eye? A. The boss accidentally shot it. B. The boss cuts it out. C. Vulcan punctures it. Or D. Ocelot shoots it. A, B, C, or D. How did Snake lose his eye?
What? He gets it shot out. I believe someone kicks whoever shoots the person. It's either Ocelot or the boss shoots him. I can't remember whether it's Ocelot who shoots him or not.
You could use 50-50. You've narrowed it down to 2.
No.
There is no guarantee that you'll get the 2 you're looking for,
Yeah, I
though.
know.
but
If I'm left
good
with
help.
those 2, then I think I'm gonna go with. I thought it was. I'm gonna go with Ocelot shot him. I'm gonna go with D.
You're going to go with D? Let's have a look and see. So you've gone with D. Ocelot shoots Snake in the eye. Let's consult with the judges.
Woo!
All right. Jackie Kruse, you are 1 for 1. So yeah, obviously this is tied around a torture scene from MGS3. And the boss is commanding Vulcan to cut his eyes out. But Eva steps in. Ocelot becomes suspicious as sort of a bit of Russian roulette occurs. Ocelot accidentally shoots and gets the snake through the eye. That is how he loses the eye. And obviously now he's rocking that iconic eye patch that has been in his history now as Big Boss. So you're 1 for 1, starting very well. Let's move things on to question number 2.
Okay.
Which famous actor was asked to voice Snake but turned down the offer? A. Chuck Norris. B. Dolph Lundgren. C. Rutger Hauer. Or D. Kurt Russell.
I'd like to lock in D. Kurt Russell.
You'd like to lock in D. Kurt Russell. You were pretty quick on that one there. So you're going with D. Kurt Russell. Let's check this out.
Flawless victory.
Woo!
You are batting 100 right now. You are correct. Kurt Russell was suggested by Hideo Kojima because he was not a fan at all of David Hayter and actually had to make him re-audition for MGS3. And when Kurt Russell turned this thing down, David stepped back up to the plate again and was there for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So congratulations. You are 2 for 2.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on to question number 3. What was Granin, aka the hero of socialism's job while working for the Soviet Union? A full-time streamer. B, weapons specialist. C, chemical experimentation researcher. Or D, artificial intelligence researcher.
I believe it's B. Weapons expert. What was B?
B was weapons specialist.
Weapons specialist. I'm gonna go with B.
You're going to go with B?
Mm-hmm.
Let me consult here with the judges. You are locking in B. That is correct, good sir.
I'm sweating.
3 for 3.
My palms are all sweaty.
Yeah, I know, and it was tough because when I was sort of doing this research, I actually believed he could have been a full-time streamer with the caliber of content creators out there at the moment. So yeah, Granin, the weapons specialist for the Soviet Union. Mm-hmm. So 3 for 3, 100% so far. You are on the track to stardom, mate. Let's move on to question number 4.
Okay.
The character of Naked Snake in the game was designed after a particular actor's portrayal of James Bond.
Oh, yeah.
Who was that actor? A, Roger Moore. B, Pierce Brosnan. C, Sean Connery. Or D, Timothy Dalton. A, B, C, or D?
I'd like to lock in Sean Connery.
You'd like to lock in Sean Connery?
Sean Connery.
That is number C.
That would be C.
Or letter C. Goddamn, not number.
That'd be C.
Let's lock in C.
For Connery.
Sean Connery. Let's see what the judges have to say.
That is correct.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so, the character design of Big Boss himself was originally modelled after the older Sean Connery, and then the boss was designed based on actress Charlotte Rampling, for a little known factoid there as well.
Little bonus factoid as well. He was gonna be modelled after Arnold Schwarzenegger, but it didn't fit with with the jungle stuff. I read something years ago.
Oh, well, Predator.
Yeah,
Predator.
Well, it was mainly just from a
Commando.
game design point of view, like creeping through the grass, and you got this big 6'5" hulking dude. Just didn't quite fit.
Yeah, can you imagine if they had like that sort of Arnie archetype? So, trudging through little vents.
Would have been
things like
so
that.
weird. It would have been so weird.
Especially if they used his voice as well. That would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, you are on a massive tear at the moment, currently sitting on 8 points out of a maximum of 8 points. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Let's move on to question number 5. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is set in 1964. What was the most popular song and highest grossing film of that year? Regarding the song, we are talking about the Billboard year-end Hot 100 singles of 1964.
Okay.
So A, She Loves You by the Beatles and My Fair Lady. B, Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison and the Carpetbaggers as the film. C, Hello Dolly by Louis Armstrong and the film Goldfinger. Or D, I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles and the film Mary Poppins.
Fuck. What was the first one? What was A?
She Loves You by the Beatles and the film was My Fair Lady.
Oh. I have no idea. That's a tough one. I don't know if I want to use my phone a friend yet because I don't know if anyone's going to get that.
Yeah, it's a bit of an obscure one, but maybe there's some film fans out there that have got a bit of a nostalgia kink. So I don't know.
I'm not going to use my... What question? This is question 5?
This is question 5. So you still got another 5 to go to use your 50-50, and then obviously you could use your phone a friend later in the rapid fire round if you like to.
Okay. Can I get my choices again, please?
You sure can. So A, She Loves You by the Beatles and the film was My Fair Lady. B, Oh Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison and the film was The Carpetbaggers. C, Hello Dolly by Louis Armstrong and the film was Goldfinger. And D, I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles and the film was Mary Poppins.
I'm going to lock in D. I was going to go with A,
D?
but I think I'm going to lock in D. I feel like that
lock in
Beatles song
D.
would have been better than the first Beatles song.
Yeah, so you think I Want to Hold Your Hand trumps She Loves You by the Beatles.
Yeah, I can't even
Okay.
think of how She Loves You goes.
All right, let's take a look at this. And it like goes, She loves you, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is a
You know that
banger.
song?
Oh, no.
You sticking with D?
Yeah, I'm sticking with D.
Okay, let me consult the judges.
Flawless.
Boom, baby. So I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles was the number one song in the Billboard year-end Hot 100. And Mary Poppins was the number one grossing film of 1964, pulling in $31 million US.
What a classic.
Narrowly edging out My Fair Lady with $30 million. And then Goldfinger, I guess on brand from the James Bond discussion earlier, pulled in $22.5 million.
Wow. Fuck, I can't believe I got that.
You did, 25%. They're good odds. If I was a casino, I'd be betting on those odds.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to number 6.
Okay.
After defeating the boss while standing in the field, if you enter first-person view mode, what can you see?
Oh, you see...
A.
Oh, sorry, go.
Oh, you know already?
No, no.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
go on.
I keep forgetting the multiple choice. Sorry.
That's okay.
Give me the
All right,
give me the
so
full.
A.
Yeah.
The boss's body vanishing. B. Ocelot performing hand gestures. C. The boss's horse nudging against her dead body. Or D. The Sorrow and the boss's ghosts standing together.
I believe it's D. The boss and the Sorrow. I thought it was something different, so I believe it's D.
You're going to go D?
I'm going to go D.
All right, let me consult the judge ears. Mate, you are crushing. I need some more obscure questions. This is seems to be just a walk in the park for Jack Kruse today.
I think
So,
I'm going to
6
pass
from
Dream.
6, 12 points.
I'm going to pass Dream pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah, you are potentially going to be close to passing him after just the multiple choice. So remember you've still got two lifelines in play.
Okay.
So let's move our way into question number 7.
Wait, do I get to use both lifelines, or do I only?
Yeah,
get
you can use both.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
you got both. Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't know that. I thought it
Yeah,
was
so it's not one or the other. Probably
Okay.
should have been more clear at the start.
No,
Yeah, so
that's
you've
cool.
got 2 lifelines in your back pocket.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so you don't have to be as sort of thrifty with them. You can
Okay,
throw
cool.
them around a little bit more
Should have
willingly.
probably used one in the last question.
That's all right. Clearly you didn't need it. So let's go to question number 7.
Alright.
Who wants Snake to be their final prey? A. The End. B. Eva. C. Volgin. Or D. Ocelot. Who wants Snake to be their final prey? And that's Prey for the listeners, not as in like I'm praying to you, Lord Snake.
I'm going to use my 50-50 on this one.
You're going to use your 50-50 on this one?
I think I got a pretty good idea, but I'm just going to throw that 50-50 out there. Just to be
Okay. 50-50 has magically taken away Eva and Ocelot. So you are left with The End and Volgin.
sure. I'd like to lock in The End. Thanks, Brendan.
You'd like to lock in The End?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me just consult here. All right. Look at you. So obviously you only get 1 point for utilising the 50-50, but
true.
still 1 point is better than none points.
That's it.
So, so obviously The End, he's a legendary sniper that you encounter in the game.
Mm-hmm.
He's well over 100 years old. And I don't know if anyone out there, you probably know it because you're just the MGS3 savant, but there's multiple ways you can kill him well before the final battle.
There
And one of the
certainly is.
ones is, just before sort of encountering him, you can actually save the game, wait for the game to progress like a week, or just sort of change the internal clock of your PlayStation 2, load your save file again, and the poor old fella has died of old age.
Died of old
You
age,
can
yeah.
completely circumvent the battle
It's
altogether.
one of the great boss battles in all video games, I reckon. It really is like, even if you just play it, the way you meant to play it, like running around this massive open jungle area trying to snipe him, or you can kill him. So you can kill him like well before, like earlier in the game, you can snipe him from a long distance. But yeah, that one's like, I didn't know about that one until years later. It's funny, like I found out by accident. Like I replayed the game and I got to that boss fight and I just I think I just stopped playing, like paused it, and then like came back like a month later, turned the game on, and he'd died. I was like, what the fuck? And then I found out years later that there was an actual thing that he would die of old age.
It's so great. I love when games sort of get that meta or just that kooky. Same as with the Psycho Mantis in Metal Gear Solid 1, where if you change your controller to the Player 2 port, he can't read your mind because you've changed the way you think to the other side of your brain and all that. Like,
So good.
so good. Hideo, just the crazy mad
What
scientist.
a genius.
But, mate, you are currently on 13 points out of a possible 14 at the moment.
Okay.
So you are on a cracking pace.
Mm-hmm.
Cracking pace. But let's keep this thing rocking and rolling, and we'll move on into question number 8 in the multiple choice. At the very end of the virtuous mission, as Snake tends to his wounds, what can be seen beside him on the riverbank? A. The boss's bandana. B. The Sorrow skeleton. C. A scientist attempting to escape. Or D. Raiden's underpants.
I think it's the bandana, because I think he uses it as a sling from memory. Because he got a broken arm. She broke his arm. I'm going to go with sling. I'm going to go sling. I'm going to go with the bandana.
You're going to go with A, the bandana?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me just consult here with the judges. Oh no, that is a fail,
is that a
my
no?
friend. Yeah, that's the death sound from Mario.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, you need to get your Mario trivia right.
Yeah,
if you
right.
bring you back
Like I didn't
on.
pick Mario as my fucking...
Yeah, so that is actually
Is it the skeleton?
the Sorrow skeleton.
Yeah, okay, I
is
thought-
seen
okay.
beside him on the riverbank. So yeah, you're close, and I like where you're going with it. You know, using the sling because
Yeah.
he does get pretty well.
I feel like when
royally
she throws him
fucked
off the
up.
thing, he does grab the bandana, but it mustn't be in the beside him on the rock.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's probably in his back pocket already by then.
Yeah, bummer.
All right, so that's okay. That's okay. That's still 13 out of 16. So
Okay.
you're still progressing well.
Okay.
Let's move into question number 9.
Okay.
How long were Snake and the boss working with one another? A. 20 years. B. Since the end of World War II. C. 10 years. Or D. All of Snake's life. How long were Snake and the boss working with one another?
I think it's 10 years. I think he's too young for it to be... Yes, he's definitely too young for it to be World War II. I know she was in World War II. I'm going to go with 10 years. That rings
You're
a
going to
bell.
go with C,
Yeah.
10 years?
Yes, please.
All right, let's check that out.
That is correct.
Boom, you're back.
No,
You're
I'm
back,
back.
baby.
I'm back.
You're back in the winner's circle. 15 out of 18 points. Moving on to the final question of the multiple choice. Remember, you still do have the Phone My Friend Lifeline, but you can utilize that in the upcoming rapid fire segment as well.
Okie dokie.
So no pressure. But yeah, let's move into the final question of the multiple choice segment.
Okay.
Who said the line, Snake, wouldn't you like a gun shaped like a pen? A. Major. B. Eva. C. Paramedic. Or D. Raiden. Who said the line, Snake, wouldn't you like a gun shaped like a pen?
All right, so it's either major or paramedic, because I know that I remember there being like a scene when he's talking to paramedic about James Bond, and then what's his name? Because he was like, he jumps in, he's like, oh, I love James Bond. So one of them's like, and they talk about James Bond stuff. So it's one of those two. I'm gonna go with major.
You're going to go with A, Major?
Yes, please.
All right, let's have a look at this one. A, Major. You are correct. And yeah, you even nailed my little sort of random fact to tie into where they were via the radio comms having a discussion about James Bond. And yeah, Major jumps on in and yeah, does the little sort of quote regarding, wouldn't you like a gun shaped like a pen?
Yes. Yes. I told you I played this game a lot.
Yeah, you really have. Like, you weren't lying. I'm mightily impressed. So you are at this stage 17 out of 20 at this stage.
Okay.
So you need another 13 points out of multiple choice to catch Ali, and you only need another 4 points in the upcoming rapid fire to beat the dream, or tie the dream, 5 to beat the dream.
So I need 13 out of multiple choice. So 13 out of rapid fire to beat Ali.
Correct. And there is 2 questions in here that give you a bonus point potentially.
Ooh.
So you do have 21 points available to play with here.
I'm having a panic attack.
You got this. You got this. Remember, you've still got your Phone My Friend Lifeline available as well.
Do I lose a point if I use Phone a Friend in rapid fire?
No, it's just a push. You'll get your 1 point
Okay,
for that. So
Magnificent.
yeah, so it's maximum of 1 point for the questions, but there is 2 bonus point questions scattered in here too. So are you ready to get things rolling with the rapid fire?
Let's do
Mr.
it.
Jack Kruse.
Put me in, coach.
All right,
I'm ready.
Let's go. How many members were there in the Cobra unit?
End, fear, sorrow, pain, fury. 5 plus boss. Is it including boss?
And it is including
6.
boss, but what was the boss's code name in Cobra unit as well? So I'll give you, like, full disclosure, you're getting 1 point because you got 6.
Okay.
But for a bonus point, name all 6 of them, and you're at 5 out of 6 so far.
What was the boss? She was... Fuck, what was she? She was like the Mother of War or something? No. Mother of War? No, what was she?
So you've said the pain, the fear, the end, the fury, and the sorrow. What's the 6th one? And to be honest, it's completely opposite to the other 5 code names.
Yeah.
If you want a little crumb.
Fuck, I can't remember. I'm just going to say boss.
No, the joy.
The Joy! Yes! Oh, it was!
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's still okay. 1 point there.
Yeah.
All right, next question. In order to destroy the Shuggerhod, how many fuel tanks does Snake have to blow up?
4.
That is correct.
Woo!
It is 4. Who or what is legendary sniper the End's spotter in the game?
Oh, it's a parrot.
That is correct. His pet parrot. All right, number 4. If you save your game after the Groznyj Grad jail cell torture sequence, Paramedic will talk to Snake about what movie?
Oh, fuck. Shit. It's... fuck. What is it? What movie
You've
was
still
it?
got your lifeline there, but remember, you've still got more questions to go, so don't feel pressured.
Okay. What movie was it that she spoke to him about?
Got 5 seconds.
Oh, fuck.
3. Throw me something.
Oh, it's not...
2.
It's not a James Bond movie, is it?
It is not a James Bond movie.
Pass.
It is Dracula.
Okay, I wouldn't have got that.
And if that save game is loaded, Snake will actually have a nightmare about a vampire, which is represented as a playable demo sequence of Guy Savage, a cancelled Konami game.
Yeah, there you go.
What weapon can be used in a certain way to make enemies hungry? What weapon can be used in a certain way to make enemies hungry?
Is it... Trank gun?
You settle on Trank Gun?
Yeah, I'm still on trank gun.
Incorrect. It is actually the TNT.
Ah.
Sounds a bit weird, but it is true. If you find a shack with food stored in it, you can plant TNT there and blow it up, cutting off the guards from their food supply.
Oh, shit.
If you return to the area, the guards will complain about how hungry they are.
There you go.
All right, the next question. Who is the boss's son?
Ocelot.
That is correct. It is Ocelot. All right, the next question. What food can be found that replenishes battery when eaten?
It's calorie, mate.
You settling on that one?
Wait, hold on. Battery. Not
Battery,
Not
yes.
stamina. Oh, okay.
No, battery.
What food?
I'll give you another crack at that one.
Yeah, okay.
What food can be found that replenishes battery when eaten?
I want to say an eel, but that doesn't sound right. Is it a frog?
5 seconds.
Is it one of the frogs? It's a frog.
It is not one of the frogs. It is the Russian glowcap,
Oh, of
which is a
course.
mushroom.
Yes.
And they're little ones often found resting at the base of trees.
Yeah, I knew that. Yep. I didn't, but I did.
All right, next question. Cobra unit member The Fear uses a crossbow in battle where he coats his bolts in the venom of the Brazilian wandering spider. One effect from the venom was not described during a cutscene in which Snake is hit by a bolt. What is
I know
said
this.
effect?
Gives him a stiffy.
It does give him a stiffy. Yeah, so the venom has similar properties to Viagra, giving the victim of said crossbow bolt an erection. So yeah, watch out anyone in Brazil that gets bit by a Brazilian wandering spider, because you're going to be sleeping pretty uncomfortably for at least that night. All right, the next one. What is the title Naked Snake is given at the end of the game?
Big boss.
That is correct. That's too easy. What phrase does Volgin constantly say?
Oh, fuck. Fuck. I know this.
A little hint, it is a traditional Japanese saying.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I know this, but I can't think of it. Phone a
5
friend.
seconds.
Phone a friend.
Phone a friend. Okay.
Fuck,
You're going to phone a friend. Okay. All right. Let me consult my phone here.
Fuck, I know
1
this
second.
too.
But well, this might be good positive reinforcement then for you, where you can confirm.
Okay.
All right. I am calling now.
I hope they answer.
Hey, it's Jono.
Hey, Jono Peck. It is Brendan White here at the Hungry Game
Hello.
Show.
Oh, no.
I am here with Jack Kruse.
Hello.
He can't hear me. Why can you not hear me?
Oh, Jono.
Can you hear me now? Jono, can you hear me?
Hello.
Jono.
Jono, can you hear us? We're going to have to call him back.
Please do.
Jono, can you hear us?
I can. Can you hear me this time?
I can hear you.
Hey,
Oh,
Jono.
there you go.
So the phone my friend actually was just flipped on its head, and my friend phones me this time around due to technical difficulties. But yeah, Jono Peck, welcome to the Hungry Game Show. How you doing, you handsome devil?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good.
How's family life? How's being the best dad this side of Peter Griffin going?
It's quite. I've actually got the little one in my arms right now, so
Aw.
he's going to be part of the show if he wakes up.
Okay, we'll try and be as quiet as we can because the little guy needs his rest. I've got everyone's best mate here, Jack Kruse. We are knee deep in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater trivia hotness right now, and he has triggered his Phone My Friend lifeline. He's doing really well at the moment, I must say. He was 17 out of 20 for the initial multiple choice, and I think he's just taken over the dream score, so he's fast tracking his way to number 1 if you can get over Miss Sally Hart, but he needs your help, Mr. Peck.
It's tough because I want to be number 1 one day, so I don't know whether to be helpful or
No,
not.
don't
Yeah, you could
sabotage.
take him. That is actually good tactics. I like this.
Oh no.
So yeah, we're
That's
down
not very
here in the
Christian
rapid
of you,
fire.
Jono. What would Jesus think?
We're down here in the rapid fire. We're at question number 9 in the rapid fire range here, and the question that Jack has called you in on is, what phrase does Volgian constantly say? And I've already given him a little sort of a little crumb and said it's a traditional Japanese saying, but that is all I've got. So it's not multiple choice. It is just singular answer. Can you remember what Volgian constantly says in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater?
Gosh, did he have any ideas? Did he have any theories?
I know it's something to do with like a storm or something like that.
He said he knows it's something to do with a storm or something like that.
A storm. My Japanese proverbs aren't the sharpest part of my knowledge base.
Vernacular.
The only Japanese expression that's coming to mind is like what Nintendo translates to, which is like leave luck to heaven.
Oh,
So-
that is actually a good pull. I respect that. I'm gonna
gonna
put a
try-
half a point down for you for future episodes because of that. I'm just gonna write this down. Half point,
Yeah.
Jono. Deep Nintendo.
I don't know. This
pull.
is a tough one. I haven't played it for a while. Storm.
To give you guys a little additional crumb. It is the same word said twice.
Right. The
I know
same
that
word.
probably does not help at all because it is obviously, yes, a Japanese phrase. It's a Japanese word. It's not just like, she'd be right, mate. It's something a lot more deep and a lot more sound because Volgan is a very superstitious fellow.
This is tough because he's not even Japanese, so I can't even picture him saying
I
something
remember him saying
that's
it.
not
I just
like
don't
in that
remember what it
Eastern
is.
European accent. But whether it's me trying to sabotage Kruse or I just genuinely don't know, we'll have to leave that up to the listeners to decide. But I don't think I can offer up any help on this one. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Jack.
Thanks.
I know he can't hear me,
Thanks for
but
nothing.
I got nothing.
No, he can hear you. You just can't
he
hear
can.
him. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks for nothing.
Sorry, Kruse.
Yeah, he's saying thanks for nothing, Jono. He said he
well.
loves you very much, though. But yeah, thanks for nothing.
I hope I'm your
You're
phone
a
a
big
friend,
help.
you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I do what I can.
He's second guessing the phone, my friend, lifeline very much right now.
Well, it's his fault. It's his fault for waiting until rapid fire. Like one of those 3 questions he got wrong, I might have helped, but it's not very rapid when he has to stop.
Well,
and
I only got one
call me
multiple
up.
choice wrong, to be fair.
Yeah, he was 9 out of 10 in the multiple choice. He was absolutely crushing it. It was sort of like an out of body experience for him, I'd imagine. Like it was a sight to experience live. But yeah, so you don't really have an answer for him, Jack. Have you got something you want to throw out there, and then we'll see if you're correct or
I don't remember what the Japanese like words are, but I remember looking it up like years ago, and it's something like "Don't be afraid of the storm," or I don't know, something like that. I don't know.
You're close. I'm gonna confide with the judges here, and we'll confirm.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Oh dear.
So you're on the right track. He actually says Kuwabara, which he says that at the side of rain, and they say it to ward off lightning and ghosts. And then, funnily enough, the one time he doesn't say it results in a painful death. So Volgan, with his superstitiousness, could have prevented him from keeling over an MGS3 Snake Eater. But Jono, mate, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you and your righteousness and your awesomeness here on the pod. But we've got to keep rocking and rolling because a short show is a good show. But we'll catch you on the other side.
All right. Good luck, Jack.
Thanks for
You
nothing.
got this.
He said thanks for nothing. But I think
well.
he still loves you. Thanks, man. Much love to you and the fam.
Much love. Stay hungry.
All right. That didn't play out the way you anticipated. But
No,
that's
I
okay.
knew it was a tough one. I knew he wouldn't get it. But
Yeah, would have been a hard pull, that one.
Yeah.
But mate, you're still pacing okay, so I wouldn't worry too much.
All right.
Let's finish off the rest of this rapid fire.
How many have we got left?
I think we've got 8 left from my quick maths, but I could be way off because my notes are all over the shop.
Okay.
But okay, next question. What does Volgin refer to Eva's lipstick gun as?
Oh, it's like spy something.
Keep going.
It's
5 seconds.
pass.
The kiss of death.
Kiss of death. Yeah. Yes.
What do you take to reduce hand trembling in the game?
What do you take to reduce? It's diazepam. No.
Do you wanna
No, that's from
rethink
Metal
that?
Gear. Yeah, that's Metal Gear Solid 2. To stop hand shaking. Is it the ration?
No, you've got 3 seconds, and I'm taking your next answer.
Oh, I'm gonna say calorie, mate.
Nope, that is incorrect. It's pentazamine or pentazamine,
Damn.
and for a bonus point, spell it.
Pentazamine.
You were so close. It was EMIN.
Ah.
So close, so close. Okay, the next one. How many sniper rifles can be found in the game?
2.
That is correct. The SVD, which is your regular sniper rifle, and then the Mosin Nagant, which is a sniper rifle that shoots tranquilizer rounds. The Mosin Nagant is the weapon the End uses. Question 14. Who is the president the year before the time Metal Gear Solid... Oh, who is the president the year during the time Metal Gear Solid 3 takes place?
It's Lyndon Johnson.
Yes, and for a bonus point, who is the real American president at the time this game is set? So 1964. Who is the president of the United States of 1964?
Was it JFK?
JFK is correct.
Yes!
Mate, well done, well done. Okay, next question. If you were to compare yourself to a character from Metal Gear Solid, who would it be and why?
If I was to... just the whole franchise or just this game?
You can get creative with this. I'll give you the whole franchise if you like.
I mean, first thing that comes to mind is... for some reason I went straight to Hal, but I don't think I'm like Hal at all. I think John's a little bit more like Hal than I am. Who would I compare myself to in the Metal Gear Solid franchise? I'm gonna say Ocelot from Peace Walker. I think he's a bit slick, a bit sly. Likes a bit of the ladies. I'm gonna go with Ocelot.
Okay, I will give you that. I will give you a pass there. Ocelot seems good. You pled your case, and I can see you being a bit of a slick slice gun shooter.
Thank you.
Bit of a sort of western sort of savant.
Yeah.
And I just love the Wild West.
I like a little bit of John Wayne.
Oh, mate. I'm
Duke.
all about the cowboy life.
Yeah.
I watched, unrelated, I watched this movie called Bone Tomahawk the other night.
Is it good?
Holy fuck, it is heavy. And it's actually got Kurt Russell in it.
Oh,
So
right.
full circle to
Full
question
circle.
one.
There you go.
Check it out. Really visceral. My goodness. Anyway, next question. What was the initial release date of Metal Gear Solid 3?
It's 17th of November.
Get fucked. You are correct.
Yes. I remember because it was a couple of days before my birthday.
Okay, the second last question. Who scored Snake Eater?
Oh,
As in did the musical score.
It's Harry Gregson Williams.
That is correct.
Yes.
And also had some assistance from Norihiko Hibino.
Yeah.
And last question, mate. What is Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater's score on Metacritic?
Oh, it's 91.
You got it.
Yeah.
91 is correct. My goodness gracious me. You stumbled out of the blocks on rapid fire.
I
for a
know.
little
I
bit
came
there,
home
but-
strong though, didn't I?
So I'm going to quickly just tally up these final scores here.
Oh god, that was intense. I need a beer after that, or like a hard whiskey. Oh, I got some Japanese whiskey in the cupboard. Maybe I'll have one in a toast to Hideo Kojima's masterpiece, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
100%. Okay, so tallying the scores here, you performed better than the Dream. Obviously, I mentioned he was 21 out of 40.
Yeah, I don't think I quite got to Ali, did I?
Miss Ali Hart, 30 out of 40. And Kruse _ mate rolls in on the back of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater with 30 out of 40.
Oh!
Equal top. Co-leaders after 3 rounds.
What? That's fair. I'll take that.
We'll have to sort of have some kind of tiebreaker at the end of season 1.
We should find a game that we both love and make us do a Sale of the Century type.
I would love that.
That's
So,
great.
mate, 30 out of 40. That's a hell of an effort. And you had some mighty impressive pulls on this. Like, the knowledge you had, because this was a little bit more in depth than some of the questions that I asked Miss Hart in the Dream, because obviously there's only so much depth you can go to with
Tekken 7
Bon Appetit and Tekken 7. So, mate, mightily impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't lie. Like, I love this game. I love this franchise, and this is one of the only games I can think of where I ever just went, and same with all the entries in the series, would go and just read fan wikis and read, because I never played Metal Gear or Metal Gear 2. So I would go back and read the full story of Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 and how they all line up and how they link into Metal Gear Solid 5 and the whole lot. So yeah,
you can certainly see all that. You're probably writing some fan fiction on the side. Now we've sort of got Isolation Life. You've got some fanfic going on, maybe a bit of cosplay action at PAX when it reopens.
Oh yeah, I'd do some Metal Gear.
The sky's the
cosplay.
limit. So Jack Kruse, equal leader on the leaderboard here at the Hungry Game Show. Congratulations, 30 out of 40.
Thank you so much. I shouldn't have used that multiple choice. I didn't I shouldn't have used that lifeline. I didn't need it in the end.
Yeah, you could have maybe pulled that on a couple of the questions down the line there. Maybe, Jono, ex-editor, he could have probably spelt pentazamine the correct way.
True.
You were so close. One vowel out.
I know.
One vowel out. That could have taken you to the top of the charts.
Oh, well. You live and learn. I look forward to facing off against Ali, hopefully, in the end. But if I've no doubt Jono's going to pick Metal Gear Solid 1, and he will...
No, full spoilers. We did talk about it, and he wanted Metal Gear Solid 1 initially, but we didn't want to have too much MGS, so he's taken The Last of Us for his future episode.
Very good. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now I feel better about it, because I thought he's going to roll into Metal Gear Solid, and he'll get 40 out of 40, but... Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah,
maybe
no.
not so
He
much.
has gone the Joel and Ellie experience with The Last of Us for his future episode. For episode 4, we've actually got Subpar Lover walking into the Hungry Game Show, and he is going to test his mettle with Borderlands 2.
Yeah,
so
cool.
Looking forward to having some fun.
Love me some Subpar Lover.
The Subpar Lover.
Very good.
But, mate, is there anything you want to say before we shut down the studio for another fortnight? Thanks again for having you on board, mate. It's been a ton of fun.
Just say thank you to yourself and obviously the 8-Bit Nation for listening in, and for yourself for putting this masterful show together. It's been a hell of a lot of fun, and I know you put a lot of work into these, and it doesn't go unnoticed, and we all love you and appreciate you. And
come on now.
It's that was brilliant and fun, and I'm glad to have been a part of it.
And really enjoying myself with these things. It's just something a little bit different than normal, you know.
Yeah.
Talking video game news
Yeah.
can only get you so far. So why not make games about video games?
Absolutely.
So, Kooraburra.
Kooraburra,
Obviously say that
Kooraburra.
any superstitious individuals out there when you see potential rain coming because it's going to ward off lightning and ghosts.
I'm going to Google what that means. Kua. I'm assuming it's a Kuwabara.
Kuwabara.
Kooraburra. Phrase used in the Japanese language to ward off lightning. It's the English phrase knock on wood to prevent. Yeah, there you go. What does it translate to, though? Knock on wood, I guess.
Knock on wood.
There you go.
But yeah, this has been episode 3 of the Hungry Game Show. Be sure to rate, review, subscribe the show. If you haven't already, send us some feedback. 'Cause obviously, we are in our infancy here. We're trying to sort of shape this and perfect this secret sauce as far as trivia and madness and fun and everything else in between. So yeah, don't be shy if you've got some feedback, good, bad, or otherwise. Hit me up on the socials at Brendan8bit. Obviously, you can find Kruse at Kruse_mate. You can find us all as a collective at We Are 8bit. But until next time, 8bit Nation, may your answers be true. Much love.
Stay hungry.